Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to Prison Architect. Welcome back to LaCorp Jail, where we are continuing to build. As you can see, lots going on. It's getting really big, isn't it? This jail is huge now, and we are now concentrating very much on this back section to get it finished. And you might have noticed that these walls have gone dark, these rooms, yet we seem to have action happening in all these centre ones. And so yes, I have been successful. If we look into deployment, you can see that they don't have access to this outer wall anymore, along with all that sand to stop the cleaners from messing around in there, indeed. And it's sort of blocked off in different sections as well. Oh, it's paused. Let's unpause it. Right, and shall we have a closer look? So you can see here that there's things and stuff going on in these rooms. Yeah, some of them are just sort of walkways. If I've made them just walkways and not sort of functioning rooms, then I've just changed them to sort of concrete. Not sure if I'm going to keep this as security yet. It depends how many bits of gadgets we need to put in them before they are full. And if we have space for an office desk, chair and filing cabinet afterwards, then spiffing, and then we'll do that. So they're coming along really quite well, and there is a logic to the system that I have set up as well. And while I would say the door system isn't perfect, we have had some pile-ups, it does overall seem to be working fairly well. Staff exhaustion, though, seems to be sticking to about the same. So even though I've stopped them from walking around in the sand and all around the outer wall, their exhaustion is still relatively high. 61 at the minute, you know, so it's still high. So maybe just the addition of more staff rooms will help bring that down. I sure hope so. I do sure hope so. And we are now tapping all the phones in Supermax and that, like, I mean, we weren't doing that before. If we go into utilities, you can see here that we've got security cameras going and security cameras, door controls. There's a phone tap. There are more phone taps. This is turning into sort of a main centre for the whole back area. And there's room for more, as you can see, and it's controlling a lot of stuff as well. We've got all the cameras in these two canteens. We've got lots of door control systems and more door control systems, lots and lots of phone tapping. We want to listen to all the calls. Yeah, so you know, I've gone over all of it with a fine-tooth comb, and it was very laborious, and I swear you didn't want to watch that. I promise you. Now, I worked out what that flashing prison problem was, and it was parent capacity. We're over parent capacity. We have 40 cells, and I've always said about this prisoner thing that it is a little incomplete when it comes to parent capacity. You can see there that at the bottom of maximum safe capacity, it says parent capacity currently is 41. But it's not mentioned at all in how many you are currently holding. And that is a bit of an issue. So what happens is, because this is holding 30 parent rooms. And what was happening is that was flashing, and right at the very bottom it said that X amount of prisoners have no cells to go to, and I eventually worked out that these were parents, ladies that are in the jail with babies. So what I've had to do is have an overflow in here of family cells. So this is where we are. We've got family cells in here just to take over the slack. This whole bottom row and these two here. So that's what's really good about these designed to do sort of 4x4 rooms. It was always with the intention of being able to change the purpose and function of rooms if needs be, and there it is. We've done it. So it turns out it was worth doing. Yay, it had a purpose. What else happened? I changed in policies. that murder no longer puts them to supermax, because we actually ended up getting some volatiles and instigators in there, and a couple of people were getting a little bit rowdy, and I didn't like it, so I've changed that they go to maximum security, and only those that we manually bump up to supermax end up there, which I think will probably be a lot better in keeping sections calm and quiet. Look how orderly these supermax ladies are. And if we look at intelligence, look at them. They're such a rowdy bunch. Look at all these tags. Deadly, deadly. Yeah. Lots of unpleasant ladies there. Although, look how many legendaries we've got over in the in the protective custody wing. Yes, yeah. Look, just like, how dangerous is that? But it seems to be going relatively okay. Look, ex-prison cards, snitch, 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 surrounded by legendaries who want to kill them. Fantastic. But in today's... Oh, and we've built like a very quick mock-up of a solitary for them. Because, of course, the legendaries in here, they kick off and then they need solitary time. There was no solitary space for them and it was all a bit of a nightmare. But so what we're going to do, I feel like it's mildly urgent, is get this building up and running, because this is what we decided to do. Do you remember? Was we change the design slightly at the front of this building, but is actually give these legendaries their own space. Now we've got what, 10 cells here, and so that it probably get filled really quickly, wouldn't it? What am I looking for? Intelligence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only got 5. Oh, 6. Back in solitary. We've got 6 at the moment, so it'd almost be full, wouldn't it? But we've definitely got space. We've definitely got space for a couple more, which is good. It's important. We actually did get a new legendary in Man-Eater. And she literally ate a man. I mean, yeah. And it says here that she's extremely volatile and strong and stuff. So it could be that she's going to be just as unstable as Fairbairn was. So we may need to keep an eye on that one. So we've asked them to build this, which is great. We absolutely want to do that. So we can get, and we're going to make this super secure with like remote doors that are controlled from the outside and everything. So if they get out their cells, and their cells will have solitary doors and they'll be in proper bang up, and we'll give them as well like a phone in their cell which will tap from here, and we'll give them some weights as well so they can exercise. But we'll probably take the bookshelf out because there is no library, there is no literacy thing going on. Another thing I want to do is now I've been sorting out these spaces. Can you see? It's got the gates ready, so that we can actually let out the other protective custodies, finally let them out of their cells. So we've made this room a security room, but the plans I have for this room are a lot more dangerous. So, you know, I was talking about my fish tank theory, where we're going to make the Supermax and the protective custody ladies share this space, only not at the same time, but through timed gates. And that it was all about how close you can get water to electricity, like in a fish tank, without killing yourself. Well, I've decided I want to get them even closer. And with the means of this building, we are going to make it so protective custody can operate a shop. And there will be shop windows on both sides, so that a protective custody person can sell goods to somebody in the Supermax section. They will come literally face to face with each other through a screen and swap goods. That's how close they're going to be getting. Can we do it without them smashing the glass and dragging them over the counter and killing them? We shall find out, I suppose. We shall see. As previously mentioned, I've been wanting to do some changes with this front gate area. And what we basically need to do is recreate this space here, but we want to do that further down here. As far as I'm concerned, there's no time like the present. Well, we need to, I think, dismantle all these lights, so we'll do that. Get all these lights dismantled. There's a much better way of doing it than what I'm doing right now. So if you're dismantling things, don't do it like me. Should we do this? That's better. Yeah. Now we're talking. Get all that removed. Get all them removed. Lovely. Let's go and do the same the other side. Yes. 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 There we go. Those and that and that and that. Splendid. Right, okay, so now we've got this concrete wall, which it's somewhere around here, isn't it, that we're sort of interested. Like I saw. And what else is, and then so a gate. Need a gate. We won't put the gate in just yet. What's that there? Is that, oh look, it's this perimeter wall stuff. Wow, that's really swish. That's like 200. Yeah, look, per pop. That'll be fine, I think, right there. I think we've established success. Does this annoy you? I think it might annoy me. I feel like that wall should continue. And I know it's a small thing, but I think I'm going to change that small thing. Right, okay, so how did you, oh yeah, because what's wrong with me? Give them time, give them a minute. Right, okay. And we want to replicate up here, don't we? So we'll go, why can't I, because it's marble tile, for goodness sake. Right, let's do this. Down there. Perimeter wall. Why have we done perimeter wall around here, but not here? Whatever. Oh look, it's even worse around here. Look at this. What's this? I cannot cope with that at all. Can we please demolish walls? There we go. I can't deal with that at all. Right, okay, so they can get started on that. Now, how's this going? Oh, look. Oh my god, those sexy people. Right, okay, so what we'll do is we will create 2 of the rooms. Should we create 2 of the rooms? And then we can repeat, right? So we'll do this. Now, so we have to decide on all the things. We're going to make them very similar. So. A bed. And a television. We want to appease them as much as possible, you know, given that they're going to be permanently locked up. They are. And we're going to give them a prayer mat. Indeed we are. Now I suppose they don't really need a computer desk and stuff like that, as we've got other things I think to consider for the room to fit in this space. So and what we might do is actually put the toilet and stuff a little bit differently in there. I think we might put the toilet like that, and the shower like this. And I like the idea of, well, a drain being under there, but also in the doorway. You remember I was talking about that actually there's a certain benefit to being able to see the flooding, or in my humble opinion. We want to give them, a weights bench. For exercising, I'd like to give them a telephone. And maybe a chair wouldn't go amiss. I do kind of like the idea of giving them a desk. Maybe the phone could go somewhere else, or let's think about this. Wouldn't a desk be nice? I think a desk would be nice. I don't see it there. Desk. We're definitely not giving them a radio. As far as I can work at that, might just cause some serious aggravation. Right up against the bedside, I think we will. And then now we can put that chair back. We'll put the chair there, let's say. That's a television. That's still a television. Come on. There. But then where's the weights going to go? you see what I mean? If we put in a desk, the weight bench thing becomes really difficult. And I want them to have exercise, so maybe we will take that out. I can't. I'm having trouble deciding upon things. Have you noticed? Right. Weights there with a telephone. Oh, we should give them a window. Oh yeah, we should definitely give them a window. Maybe we could give them a really nice chair to watch TV with. Should we look at all the items? Maybe we will just stick a bookshelf in there. It just looks nice as a bedside table. Do you not think? I think we'll just do that. It's easier. It's easier than all this thinking that's going on at the minute. So, oh, and a light. Clearly, they need a light. We'll see how that goes. Oh, actually, should we just... I'll just repeat it on the other side. And then we can get all this built and then just duplicate the rooms, which I think sounds pretty fantastic. So dinner is going to be arriving. And wouldn't it be nice if these ladies could finally get out of their cells? I think that'd be amazing. So... But will they kill each other? Do they have a tendency to kill each? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, look at this. Kathy, the mean bitch. Schneider. She is a femme fatale and psychopath who has killed 16 men. She killed the men by seducing them, and then she bites their jugular vein while having sex with them. What, bite them? Okay. Right, okay, so let's carry on. What? No. She's right. Oh, should we unpause it now as well? She's an instigator, look. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. Now this one, you see, is one of our, I think, our drug people. Now she has no tags. What's she in for? But she is in for murder. Do you see what I'm saying? So, if anyone's going to be a problem, it'll be one of these ladies. Although her reoffending chance is at early release levels, so we'll give her a go. And plus, we need to start testing this anyway. This my dangerous way of living. Mistakes will happen, I am sure, but I will figure this out. I will perfect it. Just checking that she is still on lockdown. She absolutely is. So here we go. Snitches are starting to be let free for the first time in forever in LaCorp jail. Isn't that good? Look, we've got another one here in for murder. Extremely high chance of reoffending. So she could just go on like a murder spree. Do you know what I mean? I think I might keep her locked up. I don't have the balls just yet. I mean, what if the other snitches kill the other snitches? Just don't know at the moment. We've got to keep a close eye on them. We've got to keep a close eye on them. No, leave those in. Doors are being opened for them so they can come out. Okay. Oh, look! And there they go. Are they all going to be killed? Are they going to kill each other? I don't think I've done any patrols in here like I have in here whatsoever. Shall we it's going well. I'll do this. Get all these passed in. This is this doing all this is really boring. It really is. All this guard patrol business. And then, yeah, we have this section. They're all going in. Can you see that the dink, dink, dink? Oh, look, they're using their telephones and contacting family. Straight to the phones at weight benches. I bet they can't believe it. bet they can't believe it. So, back to deployment. What's coming up here? This is yard time is about to happen at 4 o'clock. So I've not done the yard either. We'll do the yard some other time. So food time is coming. So in food time, look, we like guard and a guard, and we like some guards over here. I don't think we'll need as many in here as we do as Supermax, to be honest, but you never know, eh? And then we want sniffer dogs. We definitely want sniffer dogs, because this is also going to be sort of a drug rehab place. Again, I don't think we'll need quite as many. So that will do for the minute. We will, I will do the deployment all throughout the entire area once it's all built, and I won't do it on camera either, because we've done it so many times before, and it's just sort of constant repeat stuff, which I don't think is beneficial to anybody. How is this going? Things are going all right here. We are interested actually in these, and putting some doors in. Lovely. Right. So we are going to want solitary doors on these rooms. This one hasn't got a window, so I failed. We can minimize it again. There we go. Good. I wonder where. I suppose I was going to do one of these for the water and heating and all that. So we'll probably still do that from here. And then this room will probably be made bigger so that it can control all the facilities that are in here. All the cameras and phone taps and whatnot. So this will probably end up being a little bit bigger, I think, for sure. Let's have a look over here then. Where are we? So this is nice, isn't it? So look at this. We want to probably get some. What it always does that. Some door servos there and there. Yes. And what we'll do is we'll also arrange to dismantle these gates so that we can move them. And once they're moved as well, we're going to need I've got more deployment over here, and they stay in front of the gate so they can open them, and we're going to have to move those. I mustn't forget to move those. It's important. It's very, very important. Indeed it is. Right, so we absolutely know that utilities, we need a boiler in here. Indeed we do. We want, actually the boiler's in the wrong place, isn't it? We want a boiler there. We want some valve buttons, and one of those power switches. There we go. Fantastic. And we're going to need to actually bring power. Oops. Auto saving. Come along now. That's it. Power into this section. And we're going to need power into here as well. Actually, we'll leave that one for the minute because, like I say, that room's probably going to get bigger, isn't it? And then we need the main water. Now, we don't like large pipes going into these buildings, especially one for these guys, right? Especially one for these guys. Oh, and this also needs power. There we go. We'll do it like that. Bit of a poop way of doing it, but there we are. And because of the way that I've done it, the hot and cold pipes are going to have to run together, aren't they? So nicely done. Nicely done, Blarla. Good design. I just wanted them to be laid out different. Is that so terrible? And then we'll do the hot pipes. I just don't normally like the these things sharing tiles, but there we are. It's happened. It's only a small place, isn't it? It's only a small. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. And we'll have No. No, I've cancelled the power cable. We'll put that back in a minute. I think we will make sure that this is really well lit, like that. Yes, and put this back in because I messed it up. I messed it up. There it is. Now we're going to need lots of... We can afford to have quite a lot of CCTV in this place because this one CCTV machine can look at 8 cameras at any given time, and any more it has to start switching between them. So we can have like up to 8 cameras in here, which is probably a little bit bonkers, but at the same time I really like the idea of it. Well, but the thing is 2 cameras will probably do it. 2 cameras will probably do it. And if we think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras in here, so maybe this CCTV can take on these 2 cameras as well, so we don't have to worry about the space for it in here. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. And then in a bin, and then a bin in here. We do need to sort out the doors. You notice the door issue going on, but we want these to be remote doors. So actually what we should do is put in a couple of servos, because we are going to want those to be those kinds, and we are also going to want a metal detector there. Now in utilities we are interested in a phone tap. We'll put it there like that. We are interested in that. And a chair along with a radio, and I reckon we're going to be able to do it in this sized room. I do. So we'll do that. Do that. Rooms. Cells. Boom. And boom. So the drains are in, and so the solitary doors. Fantastic. I think everything is in there, isn't it? So what we'll do is we will now come to this quick build and do clone. We'll clone this space, and then we will repeat it upwards. Do the same over here. Ta-da! So they can get on and build that now, and make it look all gorgeous and sexy and functional. Apart from the door situation we've got going on, it will be fixed. So there we are. We can let them get on with that. And we've had no deaths. So I'm thinking this was fairly okay. And how do they feel? Look. How do they feel? I don't know. I think they're alright. They seem to be okay, don't they? All off back to their rooms, are they? Her freedom hasn't really gone. Why is that? Is it because it's lock-up time for protective custody? Yeah. They're heading back to their room. Well, so their first day of being out and about, or their first meal together, there was no incidences, but we'll see how that continues, eh? Because it may not stay that way. It may not stay that way. Oh yes, we're going to need power to these. We'll do that. And same here, power to that. And I did do a bit of change in the old electricity department. This, I put in this power station, and it wasn't really taking any power, and you can see now it's bumped right up, and that's because I've made it actually travel the perimeter of the wall. It goes right to the front of the prison now, and it just hugs all the other power, and it even comes down to, I clearly need to sort that out, it even comes into these sections here, so it's powering all these devices, which is quite a lot of power, and it's also quite a lot of doors as well. Did we miss any? Yeah, we did. Let's clean that up. It's a bit messy, right? A bit messy. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I break something? Or was that something going in over here? Was it... Is that the sound of one of those door servos? I think it might be. Wow, that's craziness. That's craziness. And we are actually going to need someone controlling these doors. Because I know there are only 2 doors. There are only 2 doors. But I think we will still give them their whole door control system. They got a whole one to themselves. We'll wait until that's placed. Actually, I think the chair goes on the bottom half, so we'll take an educated guess. Take an educated guess. That's what we'll do there. Yeah. Oh. Oh, ha, 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 ha. This will be glorious! Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps!